what's going on.
What, a brand new truck, $80,000 pickup truck.
Oh my God, what kind?
Ford something, Spider, I don't know.
All right, brand new, brand new, but you know it's a Ford.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
$80,000 truck. What's going on?
4 days old, was stopped.
With repair? Is it with what?
That's the question. We don't know what to do. And he signed with a lawyer like the first day,
Why did he do that?
Because he didn't know what to do and stuff like that.
Well, he can get, I mean, if he signed with an attorney, he's not stuck with that attorney. Has the attorney done anything?
Well, they sent him to something called Merrick or something.
Wait a minute. How long? Wait a minute. How long ago was this?
2 weeks, a week, 10 days.
Okay, is he, I'm asking you, is he alleging injuries?
He does have, well, at the site, they wanted to send him to the hospital, and he thought, no, I'm okay, I'm just kind of shaken up and everything. He's never gone through anything
All right.
like this before.
Now, how did he find this attorney? How did he find the attorney?
He's a TV attorney, Frank Azar.
God almighty, jeez. They say advertising pays, right? I mean, this guy, but why would you he's a factory. I mean, get him in, get him out. You want to ask me for advice? If it was me, I would say write to Frank Azar and say I'm dismissing you as my attorney. I no longer, because he's allowed to do that, and especially unless Azar's done a lot of work. But did he do a fee agreement? And if Azar claims to do work, and I'm not saying, by the way, Azar's a bad guy. I'm not even saying that I'm not saying he's a cheater or anything. I'm just saying he hired him way too quickly. Yeah. And right now,
he didn't know what to do. He didn't know what to do. And,
and I say this all the time. John Fuller Law, free legal advice, boom, call him immediately. And he wouldn't have 4,500. He would have said, hey, this is what you would ask questions and not have any pressure. This is
people see these commercials and they think when they call up they're going to be dealing with him. And of course not. You're dealing with one of 400 or 500
And not only
attorneys.
that, but they are the settlers. They are the settlers. They're not the fighters. They're the settlers. Churn them. So what stage is it at? You said they're sending him somewhere. What do you mean? What are we talking about?
They sent him to something that it's $6,000, and they're going to see what kind of medical care he needs and stuff.
Right, what do you mean, 6,000? Where are they sending him? Where?
Well, they sent him to this Merrick place.
What is Merrick? What is it?
I don't know. They help you access medical care to the treatments that you need. Evidently, they guarantee the payment on the medical care or something like that. I'm not real sure. He signed it.
Listen, he's done everything. Has he gone for the medical care yet?
He went to one workup. It was 3 hours or something, and they're going to send him to a chiropractor. I'm concerned. I think
here's what's going on. Merrick, I'll bet you Merrick is where they put a lien on the lawsuit. I'll bet you that he signed away his rights, and they're going Merrick access to health care for personal injury patients. Merrick patients have access to all of this health care, and then what they do, oh man, God. It's so amazing that he got hooked right away. He didn't even wait a tick to find out what to do.
Yeah.
God dang it. So now he sent so it's Merrick, by the way, Marrick. Hang on, let's figure out a way out of this mess. Hold on.
Now, Rocky Mountain IV, become the banker in a minute.
Is sponsored by ExpressPros.com.
So much wrong shit. I mean, he just fell for it all, you know. He just fell for it all. You know, line up, let's get you fucked.
Off highway, westbound Alameda, just after I-25, the right lane.
That's what it is.
So watch out for delays there.
Let's get you fucked.
Road work heading into the high country, westbound I-70 at Floyd Hill, seeing delays on that stretch. 31 pinpoint weather, going to be a slight chance of showers later, a high of 54, right now cloudy, and 44. With more impact traffic and weather, I'm Pete Wagner, 630 K-How.
Express.
I recommend that you become the banker in seconds.
With the right jobs, from the production floor to the front office. To find the right person for your job, you can't beat Express's incredible local support. Visit ExpressPros.com to find a location near you.
You can have IV therapy, that's IV, you know, hydration, the drip therapy, in your home and not pay a dime more than you would if you're at a hydration bar. So why go to a hydration bar and expose yourself to all that and sit in a room with a bunch of other people? You know, it looks like, never mind, 6,600. BecomeTheBanker.org in order to sign up for a seminar. If you guys haven't done this yet because you're skeptical, that's all the more reason to do it. Because right now, you need a guaranteed return. And you need to stay out of the stock market and have at least some money in this. BecomeTheBanker.org.
Now, use the power of radio advertising to connect to customers around the corner and across the
How
U.S.
the fuck did I end up
Introducing
doing
iHeart
that?
Ad Builder nationwide.
I
New
just
way
don't
to
even know how
advertise
this
your product or
happened.
service from
I
coast
don't
to
have the
coast.
right spot.
It's the ideal way to grow your company from a local web-based business to a company.
Babe, you know that Juan guy on YouTube? He seems to be an IT expert and has good ideas for our video feed. I wonder if you should look at his comments. He's like, hey, if you're doing this, it might be that for your uploading. And I don't understand any of it, but you would. He just seems to know his shit, you know? Maybe he can help us solve our problem.
What is it for?
Maybe he can replace Daniel.
God, I'll tell you what, I think my fucking dog could replace Daniel in racquetball and video.
What's Daniel doing?
Nothing right now.
He's not, is he? Why is he so...
I could duct tape a racket to my dog and it would play better.
Why is he so useless?
I don't know. God, not only that, he's ugly. Wouldn't you say he's the ugliest member of the team? Deputy Doc,
I don't know.
Like Brad Pitt compared.
We've not met Marty or Scott yet.
Put together a piece of furniture using just that one tiny tool that came in the box. Imagine the frustration of getting to retirement and realizing you don't have the tools you need for things like income, tax strategy, or long-term care. Listen to Mile High Retirement, Saturday at noon at 6:30 K.
You look forward to
Tastiest nuts, snacks, and dried fruits available.
You mean for the weekend?
Yeah, isn't that cool?
Yeah, I love it. They've got a huge lake up there. I'm hoping she swims like he does. He loves the water.
Of course you will.
We'll find out. I'll tell you, my last two dogs did not, the Doberman hated the water.
Yeah, Dobies they don't have a lot of body mass to float. They have to work hard too. Long skinny legs. The little fucking beagle. I never thought of beagles as being swimmers.
No, the beagle hates the damn water. He's so old though. He couldn't get up yesterday. He almost gave me a reason to bring him down.
Nuts.com today.
He was fine this morning, but he did a full-on four-legged splits, and I had to lift his ass up to get him back going.
Well, who's taking care of this kid?
Yeah.
That's why over 1 million companies rely on.
He's all right. I mean, he's got a little left in him, but not much, man. What's driving us nuts is his barking.
He does bark at nothing, right?
Nothing. Nothing.
Does he get up all of a sudden and go boom, 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 like he sees her or something?
No, you'll just be like, he'll kind of like sneak up next to you and then just start barking. I mean, just start barking. Like he wants something. Not like Bella got so bad she would do what you were saying. Almost like she thought something was there. No. He just does it to get your attention, but I don't know what it's for. It could be right after he ate. right after he went out.
Is it energetic? Like,
No. It's not, and nor is it like crying.
it's just like a spark.
He's just never done it before. He started it after Bella's gone, so it has something to do with Bella. You know, they say dogs have very short-term memory. In fact, they say the reason you really never swat them or rub their nose and piss is because they forget. But I'm convinced they don't forget like someone they hung out with for 16 years.
Just download the free Get Upside app and use promo code.
You gotta wonder what a dog thinks. Like, you think he knows that she's gone? Well, definitely gone. But dead? Do they even understand dead? Probably not.
Hi, Tom Martino here. 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. Century RV. If you're looking for an RV, Century RV. Mark got his RV there. In fact, they have all kinds of RVs. They have new and used and a service department. They're building a new $10 million facility. Find out more about these people. They're great people. Century with a C. CentryRV.com. 303-453-1111. Pop-ups, trailers, campers. They have the #1 selling camper. You know what it is? Cougar. And they have, of course, everything in between. Giant Class A's. 303-453-1111, CentryRV.com. All right, Mary's son, man, I'm telling you, he's on the way to Screwtown, it sounds like. What happens is, you know, many of these, I call them factories, personal injury factories. You know, here's what they do. They'll send you to a place like Merrick, and Merrick will try to run up the medical bill and get you access. And for the bills, they sometimes, I don't know if these guys are doing it, but they actually finance the care and actually pay for it for a lien on the accident damages. And most of the time you do better with your own health insurance. It's just a mess. But I don't even know why you're calling. He already signed. He already agreed to it. He already has been evaluated. So I think he's too far down the road to do anything, Mary. Is there a reason you're calling? Is he unhappy?
What do we do? My question.
What do you mean? What do you do? Why are you calling though? What reason?
The truck. Who's going to pay for this truck?
See, and that's another thing. Personal injury attorneys do nothing to help people with their property damage. You know what would be a novel idea? And they don't mess with it.
No, here's why. Come on. I've asked John this. For him to get involved in it, and I know you're saying that
it's time.
No, it's not only is it time, but typically they get whatever their percentage is. Now, imagine if you had to give up 30-40% of the value of your car to your attorney. You'd never do it.
No, here's what I'm saying, Mark. I think, what about a novel marketing idea like added value? That if you come to us for your personal injury, we'll help you with your property damage claim free of charge. Why not?
I don't think it's a smart thing to do as an attorney. I don't. There's companies out there like we had on a couple weeks ago. They'll do the full analysis, a full report for a couple $100.
And by the way, that brand new pickup truck is going to have diminished value.
You bet it is.
Yeah.
Big time. So he needs to make sure. You see, here's the problem. That attorney he went to, the strong arm or the big ass or whatever you want to call him, he's not going to take the time to help him with his property damage.
None of them do, though.
But what I'm saying is he will never take the time for even the diminished value or any of that. So now, in addition to having this attorney, he's got to go out and get other help. Did you know that?
Hang on. And Suzanne's going to look up that website that can help him out, and it's very cheap.
Right. There is someone we can get you in touch with that'll help, and we should get that guy on the referral list, by the way.
Let's see if we can get him on the air again.
Yeah, but this is something that's going to need his help. Whether we get him on the air or not, let's get that website. Hold on, and we'll tell you what it is coming up. I'm Tom Martino. Stick around for more.
Don't miss the Trading Group Show. Saturday.
This fucking marriage just bends you over.
It's just not worth their time, man.
What we do.
The Trading Group Show. Saturdays at 11 a.m. The question line is 888.
Expand your practice with new patients. Oh, this is what they, yeah. See, they're appealing to.
Greater control over your health care.
threatening the coverage you already have and increasing costs. Tell politicians.
Yeah, see, Merrick actually, look at this.
What
is it?
Merrick will guarantees payment. So Merrick is a company that gets people medical help and then pays for it and then puts a lien on the settlement.
Oh, they can't drop attorneys if that's in action then. In other words, I don't think...
I know they can.
Yeah, okay. You know they can or can't?
He can't drop it now.
No, because there's a lien on the entire case. Well, I mean, I guess he could, but it would be detrimental.
They actually handle the claim for the attorney, too.
KRFX HD2 Denver.
KHOW Denver.
How much do they make, does it say? What do you guess, 20%?
One for music, radio, and podcasts. All in one.
I don't know.
ABC News, I'm Micah Judge.
No fees, deductible, co-pays, or interest. Hold on. Merrick provides medical funding for uninsured, underinsured, accident victims. Our patients seek the critical treatment they need. Fear of high interest debt collection. Now, what does that mean? Now, what the fuck does that mean? How do they make their money?
They make it purely on a percentage.
No, it says here, no interest. No interest.
Well, then they must just pay more.
It provides full medical funding. Okay? Oh, without the fear of high interest debt collectors and negative credit reporting.
It's just normal interest.
Well, I don't know what the fuck it means.
Well, how else would they make money?
And more Americans are being vaccinated and protected from COVID-19. On the other hand,
And honestly, they do take a lot of risk because if something goes wrong and there's no money. Although I bet they use a fine-tooth comb going through those cases.
They technically.
there is light at the end of this tunnel. But the recent rise in cases is a reminder that we are still in the tunnel.
Western worries over Russian troops and U.S. European countries concerned about a possible new invasion of Ukraine.
Man, I'll tell you what's going to get really weird is if China decides to do something against, now I can't even think, Taiwan.
I don't think Biden's going to get involved.
What's that?
Biden's not going to get involved.
Could you imagine if they didn't? They've been an ally. I mean, that would be so fucked up. On the other hand, though, I'm not so sure I want to fucking get nuked because of Taiwan, so I don't know, man. Who do you think was the better commander-in-chief?
Oh, I have no basis for any of it. I have no basis. What did Trump do?
He did a lot in the Middle East, man.
Like what? I don't know what he did.
He calmed that whole region down. It's still calmed down right now. I don't think Biden will fuck with what he did over there. Geez, that would be insane. Talking about...
I don't know what he did.
He basically worked out a Middle East peace deal. That's actually been working. That's why you haven't heard of the Palestinians blowing shit up and Israel and all this shit. You just haven't heard of it for about, 9 months, 10 months, whatever it's been. All right, Suzanne, I'll move this laptop. I'm getting out of here, bro.
See you. Have a good time.
I will. As long as we don't blow over. If we blow over.
So you're actually going right now, right?
Yeah, I am. She's not.
K-How News Time, 103.
We're going to let the dogs run a little, too.
The Tri-County Health Department has decided to keep the COVID dial as a guideline.
That we would be using
longer. You said this.
Metrics of cases. We would be using metrics of severity, specifically.
You said that exact thing. You hit that. We are going to be living on the dial. He just said that. Even though we're not going to use it for COVID, we're going to use it for everything.
Right. Could be an unwelcome sign that vaccines haven't chased the virus out of Colorado yet.
Oh my God!
County schools are going back to remote learning because of outbreaks. There are 5 COVID outbreaks.
I remember when I was saying that to you.
5 quarantines as well. Students at those affected schools will be allowed back in a couple of weeks. Rockies beat Arizona 7-3 yesterday. Starting today, they will play 3 games in San Francisco. Nuggets go for their 7th straight win tonight against the Spurs. Avs skate against the Ducks. The Avs still.
It might have actually been 10. I have like some pants, like some blue pants. I'm like they're like exactly that kind of material. People call them parachute pants all the time. Did you ever have parachute? You're too young to have parachute pants. Or did you? No, I have had parachute pants. I got them from my grandfather, and then I found them at like Goodwill and stuff. Fuck yeah, I had them. I had parachute pants. Dude, it was a hipster thing. Like 2016, 2018, it was like hip, don't mainstream thing. Like look at me, I'm wearing. Of course, I would wear parachute pants and do it.
I'd wear parachute pants if I could get my hands on them.
I had them during Thriller came out.
Yeah.
Yep, Michael Jackson. Whenever your Thriller came out. I have like the red jacket with the zippers. I have one of those jackets. I just bought one of the jackets.
Be careful in the wind.
I know. Was it like the super windy outside?
Well. Not that it was. Did you see our bus out there?
Yeah.
That thing in the wind
I thought that was y'all. I was like, for some reason I thought it was Mark and Suzanne.
It's freaky with wind. Like those things can get
RVs?
knocked over. The
Yeah,
tall
they're very top
ones.
heavy.
Yeah.
I can imagine.
Anyway, I'm glad I'm not in it today.
Are you guys going on a trip?
We're going to Fort Collins for the weekend. They have a bunch of shit ton of breweries up there.
Me and Amara were talking back to Breckenridge, but of course, whenever for November, in November, we're like we should just make it a thing, just like near early winter, just go out there like every November.
Oh, God, I love Breck. Love it. I'd live up there if I could.
I was thinking about that. Dude. I was like, if I was like, because my dream job, it sounds stupid. I would love to be like a YouTuber, because YouTubers, some of them make millions a year, and you're literally on a webcam. From wherever the hell you want. You want to live in Breck? You want to live in a mountain?
My kids follow some of those gamers.
There's a gamer I've been following. I followed him before he worked as a janitor and a gamer.
What was his name?
His name's Tio. He's like a Swedish guy. But here you go.
And they're like bazillionaires.
But he's now, and I followed him for 10 years back when he was just doing that to be a janitor and
It's crazy. Come in.
You're back.
And your troubleshooter.
This hour brought to you by the Harris Law Firm. If you think divorce is inevitable, harrisfamilylaw.com. If you want to explore the idea of a divorce, they do a very confident, early, neutral assessment where they walk you through the steps of a divorce as if you're doing it. It's virtual, and they let you know what to expect, and they actually predict outcomes based on what you tell them. It's a really good preparation tool to see if you want to get a divorce or not. harrisfamilylaw.com. We're talking about very good people handling this, and they do not escalate the situation. They do collaborative law, which helps when it comes to tempers and conflict. Good people, harrisfamilylaw.com. 303-622-3716. Now, Justin is coming on because we have a situation where I think it's going to help. Mary has Mary's son